The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for today's section. Well, actually, no, it's not a section matchup. It's a conference matchup, though, between the Pine City Dragons and the Aitkin Gobblers here in this girls' basketball game. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and welcome into the Here's the Pitch pregame show brought to you by Here's the Pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting or training facility. You can do fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages and tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. We're here at Pine City High School for this Great River Conference matchup between the Dragons of Pine City hosting the Aitkin Gobblers here this afternoon. And I am so happy and blessed to be able to come out here and call this game for y'all, and just to simply be here as well. I'm really excited for this one. I haven't been able to call a girls game yet. They played 3 so far, and this is my first one I've been at, so I'm excited to be here. This is for Pine City, bringing a good chunk back from last year. They did lose a couple seniors who they will miss, but they also got a little bit of a younger squad this year as well, too. Some inexperience, but also some experience as well. So it's kind of a good mix this year for Pine City. As we see Ted Haas back on the sideline for this girls basketball team. He took a couple of years off as he has 2 kids in college, or at least did, and now he's back on the sidelines as an assistant coach. Pretty cool to see him out there. But again, we're excited to be out here and see what the Dragons can do this afternoon against conference foe Aitkin Gobblers. Again, Aitkin joined the conference just a couple of years ago, and it has been a great decision, if we're being quite honest. Might have been the best decision this conference has made. It is quite a fun conference now that these teams, Crosby, Mora, and Aitkin has joined, and it is just taking this conference to another level and the competition. But you also get to see Tori Orline a little bit more, so that is one thing that is pretty darn cool as well. But great competition is coming up your way. But first, we're going to take care of some business. We're going to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. Then we'll be back to talk more about this game and these teams and how they've done so far in this young season. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country
HDX from Central
WCMP.
Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything: your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country, here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch. You can use their state-of-the-art pitching machines or bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. They are in the Tanger Outlet Mall there in North Branch. Taking a look at these two teams coming in here this afternoon, Aitkin and Pine City. The Aitkin Gobblers at this point of the season in Section 7 2A are 0-2, one above Esco, who is 0-3 at this point. Piers on top of that section. Then it's Crosby, Proctor, Mesabi, East. That's how the top four work. But Aitkin so far 0-2 on the year. They score 41.5 points per game and give up 80 points per game. So in their two games, they've given up 160 points. As we go ahead and take a look at the two teams they've played well, it's been pretty tough teams, if we're being quite honest. They played Crosby Ironton in their first one of the season. They lost 98-30. But then they played a little bit of a better matchup there against Barnum, and they fell in that one 62-53. Now, I was able to see Barnum play against Hinckley Finlayson, and man, oh man, was I really impressed with Hinckley Finlayson. So Barnum definitely took some away from that game, but Esco did fall to Barnum there just on, 2 days ago, on Thursday. They fell to them by 9 points. So that is how Aitkin comes into this season. If I'm looking at the roster correctly, pretty young. One senior, only a couple juniors. The rest are freshmen, sophomores, and they even have an 8th grader on the squad as well. So a pretty young team this year for Aitkin. A little bit might be a exaggeration. There's a lot of inexperience with this Aitkin team, but again, that can only mean that they can grow and get better as the season goes along. For Pine City, they so far on the year are 1-2 in Section 6 AA. They are scoring 50 points per game while only allowing 56 points per game. So a pretty good number for Pine City. We know that they love their defense. Their defense has, over the years, been some of the best in the section. I think for a couple of years in a row, they were the best defense in the section, the number one defense, and they have been one of the top best offenses in the section as well. But the last few years, they've had a little bit of turnover. But this year, there's a lot. I don't want to say expectations, because I think if you have expectations for the year, you might be setting yourself up not for failure per se, but just for a little bit of disappointment, because there is so much that they're expecting from this team. You've got the returners and players like Mallory Klepper. You've got Paige Gray coming back, Brooke Bolin, Kate Unverzad, who's going to be, I think, a corner piece for this team. And you've got Redika Note and Vivian Lottie all returning from last year. Now, Lottie didn't get to play as much as she would have liked because of an injury last year. So she is back this year, and I can tell you one thing. She is excited, and that is a very, very bad understatement of how excited she is to be back out here on the court with this team. But they've got some experience returning from last year, and then they've got some younger players. Like I said, Kate Unverzad, although she is kind of a returner from last year's varsity team, she did play some good minutes, but she's only a freshman, ladies and gentlemen. So she is going to make this team, again, she's going to be the centerpiece of this team for a long time. They've also got a 7th grader on the roster, in Presley Orline. So another one, Maggie Judd, also out there as well. Another one, Michaela Klepper. So there is some youth to this team. They look pretty deep according to the roster sheet that I have. Now, how deep will they go? We can only wait and see. But last year, I was really impressed with the young lady, Kate Unverzad, who came in as an 8th grader. You could tell early on it was kind of like, okay, she's a little bit raw. She needs some development. But as the season went along, she just saw her minutes increase, and before long, she was darn near in the starting lineup. In fact, I think she did make the starting lineup once or twice towards the end of the season, and man, she was just, really, really solid as the year went along, and I was really impressed with her development, and I can't wait to see what this year, well, not quite year, but I suppose, 6-7 months, has been able to help her grow in the sport of basketball. But obviously you've got players who are returning in Mallory Klepper, Brooke Bolin, and Vivian Lottie. Now again, Lottie unable to play a good chunk of last year because of an injury. But a lot of these young ladies play tennis together. So I got to imagine not only are they, one, going to be in plenty of shape, but two, they're going to be, communication shouldn't be a problem. It should not be a problem this year. One of the things that were kind of the biggest issues last year was kind of the, and I want to be careful saying this because I don't want to seem like I'm dogging the team, but it was just kind of a lack of someone being that top dog, someone willing to be that playmaker and take over the game. They did a really good job last year of kind of spreading the ball around and being good teammates, but there was just at some points in big games they lacked that one or two players who were willing to just kind of go and say, hey, give me the ball. I am going to take us to the victory, or I am going to help pull us out of this hole. They just kind of lacked that presence last year, and I think one of the biggest things this year is, can they get one of those players or two or three of them to go and say, all right, hey, we're struggling right now. I am going to go and I'm going to attack, I am going to score, and I am going to, have to be a little bit selfish in this situation to help us get going. And that's just kind of what they lacked last year. Obviously, you don't want selfishness on a team, but there are points in a game where you kind of need a player to go, hey, hand me the ball. I'm feeling it. Let me take it and go score, or let me get the defense rocking. It's just that's something they lacked last year. And again, I'm not trying to dog the team at all because they had a very good year last year. But if they can find that this year, where one young lady steps up and or again a couple or two, three, just step up and go, you know what? It's time. We need someone to kind of get this game going in our direction. Let's go through her because we know she's going to do it, or do it with her and her. Doesn't matter. I just think if they can find that this year, oh man! Not only I think they are going to well match what they did last year, I think they could surpass what they did last year. Not that last year's team is any better or worse than this year's, as we obviously don't know yet, but I think that this year's team has a little bit more depth. They've got a little bit more than they did last year. Last year was not as deep as I think they would have liked it to have been. But I think this year they've got a little bit more depth than they had last year, so I think that could come and play a huge factor for this season. Again, they are 1-2 on the year, and again, pretty darn good defense. And we'll take a look. They beat Ogilvie at the second game of the year, but they lost in a close game, probably one they should have won against the 3A school in Zimmerman, 65-62. Then they beat Ogilvie 55-51. Then fell to St. Croix Prep, is how you say it, 54. I'll find English soon enough. 54-35. So they're back home today. They're hoping for a win. But then next week, they get 2 home games. More on Tuesday, Hastings on Friday, and we will be here for both of those. Looks like we are just about getting ready for the national anthem to be played, so that's going to do it for your Here's the Pitch pregame show. We'll come back, and we will have tip-off here after a word from our fine sponsors as you're listening to Girls
The
Basketball
Mushroom Melt
on
is back at
WCMP.
A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the Mushroom Melt and Fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on WCMP, your starting lineups for the Aitkin Gobblers will go as follows. Number 1, Tika May. 2, Caitlin Palm. 14, Eva Callis. 24, Taya Hawkins. And 30, Casey Kaiser. For the Pine City Dragons, it will be senior number 2, Mallory Klepper. And then senior number 4, Paige Gray. Senior number 11, Brooke Boland. Freshman number 12, Kate Unverzant. And senior number 23, Vivian Lottie. It's Aitkin who wins the tip. It will be Palm on this near side. Palm trying to get around the defense. Again, this defense very good. They're going to leave someone open underneath, but they pass it back outside. Vivian Lottie trying to get the, that's a travel there on the young lady from Aitkin. So the ball will go back to Pine City, and that seems fair. We get the huddle camera to glitch as soon as we start. That doesn't seem too fair. So I will keep an eye on that. Hopefully we don't have that be a problem. Meanwhile, pass up the court to Kate Unverzant, and a great pass there from Mallory Klepper. Shot is no good. It's going to be Paige Gray with the rebound. She gets it and just tosses it into no man's land, but Kate Unverzant is there. Now Lottie for 3, and that's good. Vivian Lottie on the board first, and the Dragons lead 3-0. That's what you like to see. Getting to play at home on a Saturday afternoon, and Lottie drills one. Now this pass, take it. Well, just intercepted by Kate Unverzant. Give out to Boland. Now again, Lottie for 3. Oh, it's just off the mark. Good looking shot, though. It is going to miss and go out of bounds and go back to Aitkin. Good looking shot from Lottie. Good form, good smooth shot, but just a little bit wide. And they're going to play a little bit of full court press here on this offense, and that inexperience. They're trying to interrupt this inexperience early for Aitkin. And meanwhile, the pass outside now to Hawkins. Hawkins tries to go inside to May. Now back at the top of the key for Callis. Callis going to go through. Shot is up a little too strong, but the rebound there for Hawkins. She'll dish it back outside for 3. That's no good by May. Rebound there by Brooke Boland. And we know she's a rebound machine. She might be a shorter one on the squad, but that doesn't bother her as she gets the pass deep into the paint to Mallory Klepper, and she drops it in for 2. Paige Gray also may not be the biggest player, but man, is she going to bother you defensively. She is, she's going to stick to you like glue, and that's the best way to put it, because, she does so well. Meanwhile, we're going to get a full timeout here by Aitkin.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Aitkin not going to even use the full timeout. They're gonna get back out on the court real quick. So Pine City going to take the full length of the timeout. Again, it was Aitkin that called the timeout. Aitkin just quick word, and then they were back out there. But I want to mention Rhea Johnson, a sophomore. She was another young lady who kind of she didn't start, but she did get a few good varsity minutes last year, and she made the most of them. And her growth as well last year was something I was really impressed with. So they've got a lot of growth this season. We're going to get a foul here on Pine City. It'll be their first, and now this could get, they're going to get Boland. I was going to say this could either go on her or Gray. They're going to say it was on Boland. So they'll inbound, starting their own backcourt. It's May. May will look to this near side to Palm. She gets it there. Palm will try and go inside to May. Good dish, and May drops it in for 2. Kate Unverzant just couldn't quite get there in time for the block shot. And she did a good job to also not get a foul. Now, meanwhile, quick pass up to Gray. She wanted to go underneath to Unverzant, but great defense was there in time, so they couldn't get it to her. Now they'll go to Unverzant, hand off to Klepper. Klepper will give on this near side to Gray, and before she could get it off, she traveled, and I think she was hoping for a foul call there because she went through some traffic, but the hands got on the ball, and not on her. So it will be a turnover. Aitkin wearing their white away uniforms, the red stripes on the side of the jersey and short, the red trim on the neck and shoulder of the sleeves. They'll also have red numbers and letters outlined in black. Pine City will wear their green jerseys and shorts, the black trim on the neck, shoulder, sleeve, and belt, and then on the bottom of the short. Then the white letters and numbers outlined in black. Meanwhile, the shot missed by Aitkin, rebounded by Boland. She'll quickly give it up to Gray. Inside to Unverzat, and that was definitely probably a little bit of a foul there, but no call. And now Callis with the rebound after Unverzat missed. They'll go underneath now to Hawkins. Hawkins loses it, but she's able to get it back. That is not Hawkins, that's Kaiser. I apologize. Kaiser with it, now gives to Hawkins. Hawkins on the near side now to Palm. Palm being patient, trying to go inside, and that is well off the mark for anyone, and Unverzat will get another steal. She'll give it to Boland. Boland will go to the far side to Gray. Gray, quick shot, but it's going to miss, and it will be rebounded there by Callis. Little rush on that shot to Gray. I think she wanted to take it and then kind of paused and was like, should I? And then, so I think the little hesitation was just the factor there in her missing that one. Meanwhile, this pass going to be taken away by Boland. Boland slowing it down just a little bit, just ever so slightly. Don't need to do it too much. Now the pass on this near side to Klepper. Klepper in the near side corner. She'll wait. She'll give top of the key now to Lottie. Lottie over to Boland, and that is stolen away by May. She just, saw that one coming all the way, and the shot is up and good. And yeah, just a not a good pass there that time, and stolen away. Early on, you can tell Pine City kind of is the better squad. Not kind of, they are the better squad, but just a few mistakes here and there. Meanwhile, beautiful pass to Klepper. She was going to turn around and back her way in. She then just gave it off to Unverzat, who dropped it in for two. Her first points of the evening. It seems like she should have more, but meanwhile, she gets a hand on that one, and the shot is missed, and Lottie is there for the rebound. Vivian Lottie gives to Boland, now going underneath to to Klepper, and they're going to say it was out of bounds, last touch by Pine City. Number 5 and 14 check in for Pine City. 5 is, of course, Rhea Johnson. And 14 is Retta Ganote. Make sure we got everybody in there. Meanwhile, a 3 attempt here from Aitkin is going to go and hit the top of the backboard, which is out of bounds, and that ball will go back to Pine City. Looks like 1, 2, 14, 24. Someone's in there. 4 for Aitkin. That is Ada Williams. Want to make sure I'm getting everybody in there. That deserves to be called. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back. They'll go inside to Klepper, and Klepper is fouled on the pass from Unverzat, and she'll go to line and shoot 2. So the first team foul now on Aitkin. They'll get this one on Caitlin Palm, her first. And Klepper will shoot 2. 13:31 to go in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They have 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Klepper ricochets off the front of the rim and falls through. And that one going to be no good. So Klepper 1 of 2 that time. And that ball was rebounded. I think that was Williams who actually got the rebound. This pass going to be taken away, intercepted again by Unverzat. My, oh my. She's like a free safety down in the paint. She's just reading everything like a book. Says, hey, give me that. And that one. And that one. She's got 3 steals. Retta Ganote will give to Boland. Now top of the key, Klepper. And that's one thing about Klepper. She can get it done from deep as well. She is not just a presence down in the paint, in the post. She is also a young lady who can get it done from deep, and she shows it off there. Meanwhile, Aitkin will come up the court now. They wanted to go to this near side corner instead, give inside to Callis. Callis had it knocked away by Unverzat, but a little too handsy there by Unverzat, and that'll be her first and the team's second. Well, they called Ganote instead. I don't know if that was the correct young lady who was the fouler. Either way, sub for Aitkin here. And at the line to shoot a second one is Callis after making the first one. Both of them are good for Callis. Boland calling for the team. Good communication there. She'll give it now to Johnson. Johnson back to Klepper. Klepper getting around the defense. Slows it down right at half court. And now she's bothered. Bounce pass here to Boland on the near side. Boland will go to the far side to Unverzat. Unverzat back to Boland. Boland slowing it down just a tad. Now give to Unverzat. Back over to Ganot. Now to Klepper. 10 seconds to shoot. Boland. Oh, she had a split window there. Klepper inside to Johnson. Shot is no good, and we're going to get... Now, I don't know. It's an over and back, but it's not it's over the back call, but it's not an over the back call. They call it a push. So, and I was told by Joshua Miron, our very smart morning show host, that over the back is not a thing in high school. And so because of that, they got to call it something, and they call it a push. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that call. 11-6 is the score. Meanwhile, Aitkin moving the ball quickly up the court. Callis on Klepper. Shot is no good, but the rebound's going to wind up in the hands of Williams. Now to May. May wanted to go to Palm, but she was guarded well. She still is guarded well. She'll now go to Kaiser. Kaiser over to Williams. Williams give to May. Nearly had it stolen away, and it is Paige Gray who will wind up with the steal. Paige Gray going to the far side. Give to Johnson. Johnson nearly lost it. Layup is good. Rhea Johnson for 2 to make it 13-6. Well, she did a good job of just holding on to that ball and making sure she had possession and then laying it up for 2. That was really impressive. I was really impressed is what I meant to say. That's how that works. And a 3 here by Caitlin Palm, and just too wide open on that one. 13-9. Klepper will give to Lottie. Lottie over to Ganot. Ganot back to Klepper. And Klepper waiting. She'll go to Johnson. Johnson left alone for 3. It's going to come up short, but Klepper is there. She'll give to Lottie and back to Klepper. Klepper, her first rebound, will go. Now she'll give it to Gray. And this tipped by Johnson, stolen away by Callis. And they get back in time, and they're going to call a foul here on Pine City. I don't know that that's the right call there. I think they got her on the ball. I think that should have been more or less of a jump ball. Either way, it's going to be on Mallory Klepper. Unverzat and Boland will check in, and now for the first time coming in is number 3, Maggie Judd. The 7th grader seeing some varsity minutes. And I think if you're Pine City as a program, you love that. Now, meanwhile, this ball gets away. Its shot is no good. Somehow rebounded by Palm. It's one she should not have been able to rebound. And she gets it off to Callis, and she's fouled. She'll go to line and shoot 2. They're going to get this one on Unverzat again. Her second, and the team's now, 5th? Right now, defensively, just not, I think, just in the correct spots as of late. And that's why Aitkin is finding some open players and open shots, and then Pine City's reeling, so they're trying to get back quickly, but they're wind up fouling as Callis drops them both in for 2. And get a whistle, and coming in for Aitkin is number 12, Annika Callis. Inbound here goes to Unverzat. Lottie back to Boland. Boland will go over to Judd. Maggie Judd now gives to Gray. Now to Lottie. Lottie trying to get it to Boland, but it was tipped and stolen away by Palm. And this is going to be right into the hands of Unverzat again. Her 4th steal of the afternoon. 13-11 is the score. Pine City still leads on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Find out more at embracemn.com. Judd will get the pass from Lottie. Now to Gray. She wanted the 3, but defense too good there. Pass inside to Boland, and Boland drops it in for 2. Good passing there. Good movement of the ball, and Boland cutting to the basket. Delivers it. Now this pass, should have been taken away, but Kaiser comes down with it, and now baseline drive for Hawkins. Boland nearly knocked it out, and now stepping in the way is Paige Gray for the steal. And somehow that kept alive, and Pine City just gave up on the play. You can't be doing that, but meanwhile, it's going to be Boland who will get the rebound on the missed shot. Yeah, if you're Pine City, you got to be going for that ball there. You can't just let it go, assuming it's going to go out of bounds. Pass now to Boland from Judd. To Boland. Now to Gray. Gray, line drive shot, no good. Rebounded by Palm. Palm will bring it up the court on this near side. Looks back, gives to Williams. Williams on the far side, now going inside. Shot is trying to get over Unverzat. It is no good, and Unverzat gets the rebound after the tip from Boland. She'll give to Boland now, and Boland will bring it forward, 15-11. Boland gives to Gray on the far side. Gray waiting patiently, waiting for the play to set up. She'll go inside to Lottie, now outside to Judd. Judd fakes the shot, trying to drive inside. She'll put up the shot now, and that's going to go off the mark and go back to Aitkin as that one goes out of bounds. Ganote and Klepper will check in for Unverzat and Gray. Couple subs in here for Aitkin. Does not look like Aitkin goes too deep here. And that could just be the first half, or just, the first half of the first half. We still got 9:06 to go, so that could just be a case of where, it's just not the game plan yet to go deeper, but we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, May gets the pass up the court now, and that is going to be a kickball here on Boland. Boland just did a good job there to get her foot in the way so as not to allow a easy pass for Aitkin. Now Johnson will check in for Lottie. Good rotation here for Pine City. They were, again, limited a little bit last year until later in the season. Then they kind of were able to open it up a little bit as they gained experience. But you can see early on here, getting really good rotation. I like to see that. Again, if you're a program as Pine City, you got to like that. Well, Annika Callis' pass is going to be stolen away by Rhea Johnson. And she'll give to Boland. Boland gives to Judd. Judd looking. And she goes to Klepper. Klepper left alone for three, just off the front of the rim. And it is, they're going to hit Klepper for the foul. Yeah, Callis, that was Eva Callis who got the rebound, and then I think they're going to get Klepper for the hit. Yep. So that's unfortunate. Klepper just going hard after that. And I think if you're Coach Judd, I think you might be okay with that because Klepper continue to go after it and battle. Yes, you would like to see her be able to get the ball instead of the arm, but I think you're okay with that. You're okay with your young lady going after and trying to make a play. Unverzat, that's a travel. Yep, they're going to get it. Yeah, she went and kind of stutter stepped there and then tried to step again, and that's going to be a travel. So Pine City will get it back, 15-11, 8:25 to go. Inbound will go now to Gray, go back to Boland, and Boland will go one-on-one, trying to get around the defender. Nice spin move there by Boland. She lost the ball, but it was due to being fouled. Now, Pine City in a little bit of a tough spot here. They do have 16 fouls. Next going to put them Aitkin in the bonus. Meanwhile, this is on Caitlin Palm, her second. So that is her second, team second, and Aitkin only has 2 up to this point. Boland wanted to go inbound to Unverzat. Instead, we'll give to Gray. Gray nearly had it lost as the defender came up from behind, but she gets it off to Boland just in time. Now give on this near side to Gray. Trying to go inside to Unverzat. Beautiful job there. Just a perfectly executed play by Pine City, and Unverzat drops it in for 2. 17-11. Meanwhile, pass on the far side now to May. She's left alone. She has to pull it down from 3, and she gives now to Palm. Palm back to May. May trying to go inside to Eva Callis. She's been really good here this afternoon. Her shot is no good. And jump ball as we get another young lady in for Aitkin, who I did not see. And that's 15. That is Molly Frank, or Frankie. Last name has an E, so if it's Frankie or Frank, I apologize. I will probably more than likely switch between the two. So, jump ball, possession arrow is Pine City, so they will get the ball back. Boland will bounce pass over to Ganote. Ganote will wait and pause. She wanted to go to Johnson. Now she dribbles, gives to Gray. Gray to Boland. Boland wanted to go inside to Johnson. Nothing doing, though. They'll give on the far side to Ganote, and that's good! Retta Ganote from long range hits, and it's 20-11. A little bit of half-court press here by Pine City, but that ball is going to get through and find Hawkins. She has a 3 and just off the mark. But then blocked by Ganote. And now that ball going to roll out of bounds. It will stay with Aitkin. They're going to say last touch out of bounds by Pine City. It was close. Lottie will check in now for Unverzat. I like the fact that we've got a good rotation here for Pine City, keeping some legs fresh. I think last year that was another problem, is they just weren't able to be as fresh as they wanted to be, and then that sometimes led to girls being a little bit tired and maybe not being able to kind of give everything they needed. Now, meanwhile, it's Palm. She's left open for 3, and that's going to be no good. It hits the pulley system, and that will go back to Pine City. So, again, the pulley system on these backboards is actually out of bounds, so if you hit it, it doesn't count, or it's out of bounds. Whatever way you want to look at it. So Pine City will get it back. Gray will inbound to Johnson. Johnson's going to be bothered. She's going to be double-teamed here on this near sideline. Give back to Gray. Now over to Boland. Boland, she has she almost had a breakout pass there to, I thought, Gano, but smartly pulls it down and takes it to the far sideline. And a timeout called here by Pine City and Coach Patrick Judd. And while they take a timeout, we will as well. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors.
Are you
here on
looking for
WCMP?
the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Back here on WCMP, that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard shows 6:51 left here in the first half. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Pine City will inbound out of the timeout. It will be Ganote who will inbound into the far side corner to Boland, but this pass into Vivian Lotte is knocked out of bounds by May, and Pine City will keep hold of it. Judd will check in for Johnson. Again, Maggie Judd, the 7th grader for Pine City. Seeing some varsity minutes here. Boland wanted to go into Lotte, nothing doing, so she'll give near side to Judd. Judd shot a little bit long, and... But, oh, what? What? How can that be on Boland when she was going after the ball? She had her hands up for the ball. I don't know how in the world you can call her for that. Yeah, I think... Well, so it's a 1-1 now for Aitkin, but I'm going to disagree on that call. I don't think that should have been a foul on Judd. If anything, they just should have let it play out. But yeah, I don't agree with that call at all. I don't know how that is on Boland. I think I said Judd, but I don't know how that's on Boland. Oh, she left early. They had a young lady who stepped into the lane early. That should be green ball. That's a lane violation on Aitkin. She clearly stepped across first. My goodness. Well, it's going to work out in Pine City's favor anyways. Interesting. Well, either way. 6:41 to go. Boland has it. She'll underhand pass to Gray. Made that look so nonchalant. Gray going to try and drive baseline. She fell backwards. Somehow Boland still got the pass and still drove to the basket. I don't know how that worked out, but, man, that was an impressive play from all parties. This is going to go against May, her first, only the team's third, and Boland's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Shot is up and good. So Boland makes the first. And good on the second. 22-11. May with it. She'll give it over to Palm. Palm on this near side. Nearly lost it, but she's able to reel that one in. She'll give now to Callis. Eva Callis. Beautiful bank shot. Yeah, Eva Callis has kind of been the kind of playmaker so far for Aitkin, excuse me. Meanwhile, inbound and then pass go right back to Boland. Boland looking. Ooh, she pauses right at the Dragon logo, gives it over to Judd. Maggie Judd waiting. Gives near side now to Ganote. Ganote being patient, just kind of waiting for somebody to open up. And we get a foul here on Aitkin. Ooh, I don't know about that one either. That one was pretty touchy. They're going to get this on May. I don't know. I thought that was almost a travel first. Rhea Johnson will check in for Judd. And Boland will inbound. She'll go deep into Gray. Now to Johnson. Johnson driving. Has to pick up her dribble after that. Dribble was tipped. Now to Gray. Gray, long two is no good. Lottie, yeah, well, had the rebound, and it's going to actually wind up in the hands of Eva Callis. Pass now to May for Aitkin as they're in their offensive zone. Give outside, Palm, left alone. That's a long three. It's going to be no good. Bowling going to hold on to the rebound. She'll drive forward, give to Gray inside. I thought she should have shot that one. She'll instead go to Boland, and Boland will try and drive. She puts up a shot. It's no good. And it's going to be taken back by Tika May for Aitkin. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Pass now to Palm, and she had it nearly stolen away by Boland. Now giving underneath to, well, Johnson. Johnson was the only one underneath there for either team, and it's an easy steal for Rhea Johnson. Boland picks up her dribble, gives over to Ganote. Ganote now to Gray. Gray to Johnson. Johnson, good drive. Shot is up. I think it was tipped by the defender. Rebound by Molly Frank. May will take it up the court now. She'll give on this near side to Williams. Williams guarded well by Boland. Picks up her dribble, give back to May. May going inside to Eva Callis. Callis outside to Palm. Palm now on the far side to Williams. That is well off the mark. And there's Rhea Johnson for the rebound. Boland brings it forward. Spinning around the defender. Lost the ball. She almost lost it a couple times. She got it back. She'll go now to Ganote. Now to Gray. Back to Boland. Boland will try and go inside to Lottie. Had it it will eventually be stolen away here by Palm. Palm going back over to Ada Williams. She'll lob inside to Molly Frank. Frank back to Eva Callis. Eva Callis now on this near side to May. In the corner to Palm. Palm will drive baseline. And now give out here to Williams. Williams, the floater is in. Under 3.5 to go, 22-15. Boland will give over to Johnson. Johnson looking, give to Lottie. Lottie to Boland for three. Well, they needed something. Oh, not desperately, but they needed something to get in the basket, and they finally found it there with Boland. Now 3 minutes to go, 25-15. Dragons lead. On the near side, Palm for three. Oh, it was there, but it's going to rim out, and Eva Callis did get the rebound. It is knocked out of bounds by Aitkin. Three in, three out for Pine City. It's Klepper, Judd, and Unverzat who check in. And I think a couple subs here for Aitkin. Got a little bit of an issue, I think, with the scoreboard. They're trying to figure out exactly Are we really concerned about an issue with the players' scores? As long as the scoreboard is right, which now they have it 25-16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, it should be 15. Not sure where they're getting the extra one. Meanwhile, this three by Aitkin, no good. Rebounded by Unverzat. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the... I'm not quite sure where they're getting the extra point. Meanwhile, Klepper, fake shot, drive inside. She's fouled. And it will be on the floor, so it will not be a shot. It's the 15th foul on Aitkin. This is going to go against Eva Callis, her first. Yeah, I'm not sure where the extra point is coming in for Aitkin. Maybe I'm missing something. Very possible. Klepper will try and go inside to Unverzad. Just not a good pass there. Hawkins is there to get the steal for Aitkin. Yeah, she was reading that all the way, and she was basically just like, you know what? If you're going to pass it here, I'm going to take full advantage. Now they leave Ada Williams wide open, and you cannot do that. She hits from 3. Yeah, left her wide open. Klepper finds a lane. Nice pass to Unverzad, and she drops it in for 2. Klepper, and that's the thing that Klepper can do is teams know how good of a player Klepper is inside, and so they're worried about her. So anytime she drives, everyone's going to kind of collapse to her, but she realizes, hey, if I am getting guarded by 2-3 players, I can just give out to Unverzad, who is about the same height, maybe. I don't know, they look about the same height. I'm trying to judge based off of just looking when I can look to the roster. Meanwhile, before I finish, it was Unverzad who got the steal, then gave it back up, and now we're going to get a jump ball. 2 players tie it up. So Unverzad got the steal, then unfortunately lost it. Unverzad will get a breather as Ganot will check in. Aitkin gets the benefit of the possession arrow. Now, just a turnaround shot there. Good, smart play there by Kaiser, and Kaiser gets her own rebound off the miss, but then she misses again, and Boland gets the rebound. Rebound machine is Boland. We know that. Klepper gets the pass inside to Gray, and Gray, well, she lost it, but before she did, she was fouled. And this will be the 6th team foul now on Aitkin. That's going to go against Taya Hawkins. Her first. Again, team 6th. Johnson in for Boland. Maggie Judd will inbound here to Klepper. Give to Johnson. Back to Judd. She's wide open from 3. Fakes it. Now give back to Johnson. Paige Gray wide open on the far side. They'll have to go inside now to Ganot. Ganot back outside to Gray. To Johnson. 10 seconds to shoot. Maggie Judd for 3! Nice looking shot there by Maggie Judd. 30-19, under a minute to go. The 7th grader gets on the board. And again, just leaving Kaiser alone from long 2 range. It's going to be knocked out of bounds on the rebound attempt by both Aitkin and Pine City. It's going to be, they're going to say knocked out by Aitkin. Yeah, that could have really gone either way, but they will say last touch by Aitkin. 46 seconds to go here in the first half. Boland will inbound to Judd. Judd will go back to Klepper. I say Boland. I meant Klepper. I apologize. Klepper will now bring the ball forward for Pine City. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 10 seconds. Gray now gives to Judd. She's wide open again from 3. Oh, just off the mark, and Klepper went for the rebound. This will be the 17th foul on Aitkin, which would be a 1-and-1 for Klepper. We're going to get Casey Kaiser for the foul. Sub in and out here for Aitkin. And Klepper will shoot a 1-and-1. Good. So 31-19, just under 30 to go here in the first half. Here comes my smile journey. Starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with light force braces and Horn Invisalign clear aligners. Klepper hit the first. She hits them both. And with that, Vivian Lati will check in for the last 28 seconds of the first half for Klepper. And 32-19 is the Pine City lead. Gray guarding her defender. Now inside. It's Kaiser who gives on the far side. Now back to Kaiser. Kaiser gets around the defender. Her shot is no good because she was fouled. And she'll line and shoot two. I think, if I've seen it correctly, this would go on Lati. It will. So this will go on Vivian Lati. And again, it will be Kaiser to shoot two. The first one is good. And this one good as well. Good looking shots there from Casey Kaiser. Good looking shots. Meanwhile, Pine City will bring it up with 10 seconds to go. Judd being bothered. She'll give it over to Lottie. 7, 6, 5, 4. Gray. No, just off the mark. And that is Eva Callis who got the rebound and just kind of holds on to it and says, all right, we're just gonna let this roll and take it into second half. Not going to do anything with it so as to accidentally give a turnover and give the ball right back, especially in your own territory. So that's going to do it for the first half of play here in Pine City. The Dragons lead over the Aitkin Gobblers 32-31 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. We will be back after word from our fine sponsors for the Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show here on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a Central Boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a Central Boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work from home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber, simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever. Forever.
Back here on WCMP, halftime here in our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime. Hones right in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back out on the road. Taking a look at some of our first half stats. For Aitkin, leading the way with 6 points was Eva Callis, then 5 for Ada Williams and Tika May, 3 for Caitlin Palm, 2 for Casey Kaiser. Rebound-wise, leading the way was Eva Callis, with 6. They had 5 total steals and 17 fouls. Meanwhile, I do know where that 1 point came. It's still, in my opinion, the wrong call, but it came from Tika May when her free throw shot was up and good, but the lane violation was called on Pine City instead of Aitkin when it should have been on Aitkin instead of Pine City. So that's where that came from when she made that free throw, and it was wrongly called the lane violation on Pine City. So that is where that extra point comes from. Thank you, Jesus, for helping me figure that out, because it was going to bother the heck out of me if I did not. Meanwhile, on the other side for Pine City, leading the way is Mallory Klepper with 8 points. Brooke Boland had 7, 6 for Unverzat, and then 3 for Lottie, Ganote, and Judd, and 2 for Rhea Johnson. Rebound-wise, it was Boland with 6 to lead the team. They had 10 steals, 5 of them, half of them, literally half, came from Kate Unverzat herself. They had 8 team fouls. They piled up those fouls early. I think they had 6 or 7 about halfway through this first half, and then they only got, the one late towards the end of the first half. So pretty good performance by both squads, but Pine City, it just kind of feels like they are the better team here, but it just seems like there's a little bit of rust and a little bit of sloppiness for Pine City. Now, it's a Saturday game, so that interrupts the routine that you might have significantly. Whatever your routine is, because again, you might not, if you don't play the night previous, you're really not too worried about, lack of energy. But playing on a Saturday definitely changes things a little bit. Now, again, they did play last night. Let's be real. They did play last night. And what I was meaning to say was, if you don't play on a Friday, yeah, you don't got to worry about not having energy. But because they did play last night against St. Croix Prep, I forgot where I was going, so I apologize. Made myself sound really stupid, which, don't get me wrong, I am. But they did play last night against St. Croix Prep. It was a tough loss. That was a 19-point loss. But that game also started late, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we want to go ahead and do this, St. Croix Prep, where is that at? So St. Croix Prep here in Minnesota is down in Stillwater, Minnesota. And if you want to see how long it takes to get there, we'll go ahead and do that. So from here, from Pine City High School in Minnesota down to St. Croix Prep there in Stillwater, it takes an hour and 6 minutes to get there and, well, not even back, just to get there. So an hour and 6 minutes just to get there. Now, that game started at 7:30. Games usually go about an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending. So let's just say it's an hour and a half. Let's just say it went quick. An hour and a half. That's 9 o'clock. They're not getting back till 10 o'clock. They're probably not getting home and settled down until, 10:30, 11. That means they're probably not getting to sleep till about 11:30, midnight. So that definitely has an effect on today's game, in my opinion. That could definitely be why. They might be a little bit fatigued. They might be a little bit tired. And it's still early on in the season, so not everyone might be in as good a shape as they would be later on in the season. Now, I might be wrong. They might all be in the best shape of their lives. But there's definitely a little bit of fatigue from playing so late last night at St. Croix Prep to coming back and playing today at 1:30, because it's not like they get to sleep in. They got to come back out and get ready for a game here today, because they had to be here, I think the JV started at noon, so they had to be here at least at noon, if not earlier, probably 11:30. So and not only get your morning routine, make sure you eat long before this game so that way it's digested, so you're not getting a stomachache or cramp. So there's just so much that goes into it. So that could be one reason why we see a little bit of sloppiness, a little bit of rust being knocked off. But again, I think it just comes down to it simply being a little bit of fatigue from playing last night and coming out and playing right away today. And that also could be a reason why we're seeing so many substitutions and so deep on the depth here today. That could be another reason. But I thought Pine City played really well. Again, I think they are the better team here today. Again, I think it's just maybe a little bit of fatigue being set in. But I've been really impressed with their defense. Their defense has, like we have seen for what seems like ever, their defense played tight. They were locked down. Now, again, they did have a little bit, a few times in there where, okay, I was like, okay, we can't allow that to happen again, otherwise they're going to start killing us. They locked it back up, got things going back their way, and they went on a little bit of a scoring drought, but right at the end of the half there, they started to get things going once again and expanded their lead. Now up to 11 here is what it is at half. So a little bit of back and forth there for Pine City, good and bad, but I think overall it was pretty darn good. I think just cleaning it up on making sure you're where you're supposed to be defensively when you're supposed to be there. We saw too many open shots there for a few Aitkin players, so I think just being in your designated spot when you're supposed to be there is going to be key for the Dragons here in this second half. Good communication. We've seen that. Klepper's been taking a big step in that here this afternoon. So just the leaders being the leaders and stepping up and taking that role on strong, and then the other young ladies following, and again, just making sure you're at where you're supposed to be. Offensively, I really don't see much that they need to change. If there was anything, I think maybe just be a tad more patient on some of these shots. I think sometimes they are rushing it just a tad, but other than that, I think they're pretty good offensively. So that's going to do it for our Holmes Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Holmes Auto Body and Glass in more is ICAR and ASC certified. Had an accident? Let them fix you up because they are recommended by insurance companies. Pine City will get the ball to start half number 2. Lottie will inbound to Gray. And that's how we start. So Gray looking. She'll get to Klepper on this near side. Klepper will go all the way across court to Boland. Boland for 3. She's going to miss long. Unverzat will try to swat it back in, but it's instead going to be Callis who gets the rebound underneath, and they're going to leave, unfortunately, Palm all alone for 2, and that is exactly what I was talking about. But, again, good transition offense there. It was more or less good transition offense by Aitkin than it was bad defense by Pine City, so that's kind of the reasoning there. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back now offensively. They'll get it to Boland. Again, you can't shy away from the 3 even if you miss. Klepper for 3. That's good. Yeah, they won't shy away from it. Klepper sure as heck won't. And I know Boland, she's one who, when she makes a mistake, she wants to get back right away. But speaking of getting back right away, Caitlin Palm for 3. 35-26. Yeah, that's, again, a case of just being way too wide open. Just wide open. Nobody there. Vivian Lottie got there late with a hand, but by that time the ball was gone and the shot was up and good already, basically. Vivian Lottie will look. She'll give now to Gray. Back to Lottie. To Boland. Klepper looking. She wants to go to Gray, and, well, instead it's going to be taken away by Palm. And Boland there will draw the foul. And I think when I read her lips, she said that was all ball, and it was close, but she's going to get the foul called on her, which would be her 3rd. That's going to be 2 shots here for Taya Hawkins, who good on her other 2, so we'll see if she can't do that again, but that one a little bit long. So no good on that one for Hawkins. Or is that Kaiser? No, it is Hawkins, okay. I was thinking of Kaiser when I said she was good on her other 2, but meanwhile, this one is good. So Hawkins makes 1 of 2. 35-27. Yeah, so for Pine City, as much as I said being patient, I think another thing is if they have an open shot, I think they're being too hesitant on taking them right now. And if they have the shot, I think they just need to take it. Don't be hesitant. Don't wait because the defender's going to get close. I think if you're open, take the shot. Just take it and trust that your rebounders and Unverzat, Boland, and Klepper are going to get there. And now this pass inside, again, a little bit dangerous, and Klepper can't quite reel it in as it was stolen away by Palm. Another steal here and a turnover by Pine City. Not what you want to start the first half. Only 3 points to begin this second half. His shot is no good. Unverzat gets the rebound. Eva Callis. Unverzat, surprisingly she doesn't have more rebounds. Meanwhile, there's a fearless shot. It is no good, and it's Unverzat again with the rebound. I was just about to say, I'm surprised Unverzat doesn't have more rebounds, but she grabs one right there. That was a tough one, too, but Klepper helped getting that one. Try to go inside to Boland. That one's going to be no good, and it's swatted out and will be rebounded by Kaiser. That was a tough play. Boland was guarded heavily, but nice pass by Klepper, but eventually it would wind up getting away from Boland, and Aitkin moving this ball around well. They're going to go inside now. This pass nearly stolen away by Unverzat on the near side to May. The long 2 is no good. It's going to go knocked out of bounds by Aitkin. Oh, nope. And now he's going to change it. All right. Well, I guess it will now be Pine City. Well, to be fair, I thought it was knocked out by Pine City to begin with. So, to be fair. So Aitkin will get set to inbound now, and they'll go right underneath to Eva Callis. That is going to be knocked out of bounds again by Pine City, but good job there. I think that was Boland again who knocked it out. That's one thing about Boland, man. She is so aggressive and so tenacious wherever she is on the court. A senior, standing 5'4", but man, she is so tenacious. This 3 shot is no good. Rhea Johnson there for the rebound. Nice job extending those long arms to grab that rebound. This pass up the court from Boland to Unverzat, just a little bit long, and it will be a turnover. And now we'll see a timeout. Didn't quite see who that was called by. Doesn't really matter who it was. It's going to be Pine City. So while they take one, we will as well. Back after 30 seconds.
Here's the pitch. Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
14:55 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 35-27. Pine City does lead. But a lot of turnovers here to begin this second half. Not at all what they want to see to start the second. So Aitkin will start with it. Will come out of the timeout with it. May gets around one defender. Now trying to go across court. Not sure where that was headed. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Aitkin. And Pine City will get the ball back. Good sportsmanship helping other players up off the court. And Boland will bring it forward. Boland pausing, waiting, going to Klepper. Klepper trying to find somewhere to go with it. She'll go back outside to Boland on the far side. Now go back inside to Klepper. Klepper trying to go inside to Unverzat. It's knocked out of bounds by a member of Aitkin. Pine City will keep hold of it. Another dangerous pass, and it almost seems like now Aitkin is kind of reading the playbook of Pine City because right now Aitkin just kind of almost knows what's coming. Klepper, nice move, and what a steal there by Tika May. Not that Klepper didn't have good handle on the ball, but just a better steal by May that time. May nearly had that one stolen away by Rhea Johnson. Again, got those long arms out there. Almost got enough of it to keep it in play, but just got one too many bounces that were out in front of her. Meanwhile, they'll go inside to Eva Callis, and that shot is good. Yeah, if there's one young lady that you need to maybe double when she's inside, it's Callis. She has been a monster inside. 35-29, going inside now to Klepper. Yep, they finally get that call. Been waiting for that one, and I think Klepper has too. This one will be on Palm, her third. That'll be the team's first, though, of the second half. Inbound will go deep to Ganot at the top of the key. Now to Klepper on this near side elbow. Klepper kind of waiting for the offense to get set up. She gets a screen, and she'll launch a three. It's going to come up well off the mark, and Rhea Johnson tries to keep it alive, but it will go out of bounds. Judd and Lottie will check in for Pine City for Klepper and Boland. So inbounding here to May does Aitkin. They got an advantage on this near side, but Hawkins' pass went to her, and she just couldn't quite hold on to it as she was turning around to go up the court. So Pine City catches an absolute break because Hawkins had the advantage, and she probably could have taken it all the way to the basket. Judd will now give to Ganot to Johnson. Johnson calling out the play, gives back to Judd. To Unverzat. Dangerous pass, but she pulls it in. Now to Lottie on the far side. Vivian Lottie trying to go inside to Unverzat, and Unverzat draws the foul. Be the second on Aitkin. This one will go against Casey Kaiser, her second. Team's second as well. Lottie will inbound. Quickly to Unverzat, now to Ganot. On the elbow, they'll give to Judd at the top of the key. She looks, goes back to Ganot. Ganot gets the defender to miss. She'll take it from the three. It's no good. Rebounded there by Ada Williams. Now to Hawkins. Hawkins to May. Wanted to go to Williams. Now inside to Eva Callis. Her shot, rare miss there, and somehow that ball going to be knocked out of her hands. It will go out of bounds, but last touch by Aitkin, so again, Pine City will catch a little bit of a break. Boland, Gray, and Klepper in for Johnson, Unverzat, and Ganot. On the Pine City side, 35-29, 12:57 to go. Game day going out here at Pine City High School for this Great River Conference matchup in this girls basketball game. Judd gives to Gray. Gray now waiting. Back to Judd. Go inside to Klepper. Klepper to Judd. Judd, no fear, driving inside. She gets the friendly roll. Well, she's a little bit shorter than a lot of the girls, but she has no fear. Gotta love that. And this ball knocked away, stolen away. It'll be Vivian Lottie who then hands it to Mallory Klepper. And this ball, Gray. That one was missed. Tried to grab it back, but she almost knocked it out herself as she tried to grab it back. 12:23 to go. Another turnover here by Pine City. 37-29 now the lead. Inbound to May. She's looking to Williams, and that's where she'll go with it. Guarded by Judd. Now back to May. May splits the defender. Now goes inside here to Kaiser. Kaiser driving. Gives outside to Eva Callis. For some reason, I can't remember her last name for the life of me. Now give to May. Now on this near side to Williams. Williams will circle, give over on the far side to Hawkins. Hawkins inside to Kaiser. Nice move by Kaiser, and she gets it to fall for two. Just a great move there by Kaiser. Fake shot, then drive. Gray wide open for three. Line drive shot, no good. Rebound there by Kaiser. And the transition offense not going to work because Brooke Boland says absolutely not. Give it back. Boland drives on this near sideline. Good drive. Now give to Klepper. Klepper going to try and drive inside. Good move. Shot is up and good. Plus the and one. This is going to go against May, her third, team's third. And Mallory Klepper has the chance for the three-point play. Another new young lady in for Aitkin is number 5. That is Haley Munster Tiger. I know I'm botching it, but I hope I'm close. Klepper will get the three-point play. So 40-31. Williams over to May. Looking to Munster Tiger. And now Klepper on that pass. She absolutely had the rejection. Oh, man, what a block. Won't be a block shot, but it's a block no less. Wow. And with that, the young lady from Aitkin came down out of bounds. So the ball goes back to Pine City. Klepper over to Lottie. Lottie trying to go inside to Unverzat. Hook shot, a little too strong. Boland gets the rebound. That not good. And now we get a foul on Pine City. We'll go against Gray. But she doesn't have fouls, so she's okay. That's her first. Her first, team's second. Inbound to May. May will go and give to Callis. And now back to Williams. Back to Callis. Callis, no good. Shot. It's Kaiser, who came down with the rebound. Shouldn't have, because she had two Dragon defenders around her, but then her shot misses, and Lottie gets the rebound. Now to Gray, inside Klepper. Nothing there to Boland. Now to Klepper again. Klepper will kind of back up and reset things. She'll give to Gray on this near side. Gray looking to go inside. Nothing doing. Back to Klepper. Now trying to go to Boland inside, but that is knocked out by the defender. And Klepper lost it. Now she's in the far side corner in some trouble. And, trying to get it to Lottie. The steal and the foul. Man, double whammy there. Kaiser got the steal. And then the foul there on Lottie. Her second, team's third. Williams inbound to May. And now on this near side to Munster Tiger. Inside to Kaiser. Trying to get around Unverzant, nothing doing. Now to Callis. Now over there. And trying to get to Williams. She unfortunately went out of bounds with that one. So ball goes back to Pine City. Another turnover. Ganote in for Lottie. And Klepper moving it up for Pine City. Klepper over to Boland. Boland waiting. She'll have to get back to Klepper. Now what she wanted to do with it, I think she was waiting for the offense to get set up. Now Klepper will take it. Now rebound there by Unverzant. And Coach Judd got the timeout. So she came down with it. And as they were battling for it, what would have been a jump ball call, he smartly calls a timeout to hold on to possession. So it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP. Pine City will inbound out of the timeout. Judd wanted to go one way, has to go this way now to Johnson. Johnson going to try and drive. She has the ball knocked out of her hand, stolen away by Williams. She takes it all the way. Shot is no good. Eva, no, she's not. It's going to be Maggie Judd who gets the rebound from Eva Callis. Should have been no reason that she got the rebound, but then she goes all the way, gets the 3 plus the and 1. Oh my goodness, Maggie Judd for 3 plus an and 1 and a possibility for the rare 4-point play. We're going to get this on Casey Kaiser, her 3rd foul, team's 4th. And man, Maggie Judd with the chance for 4. And can't get the roll that time, but hey, she gets the 3, man. Andrew the foul. What an impressive play by Maggie Judd. And now here to Williams. Williams guarded by Johnson. Williams will give inside to Kaiser. She has to pull it down. Wide open on this near side is May, but the pass too high. And it will be a turnover. The ball will go back to Pine City, and now we'll get a timeout here by Aitkin. And while they take
your
theirs,
journey to a smile you'll love forever. Your journey at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just $2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Anthem Country WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. And of course, live video link on our website at WCMPradio.com. 9:17 to go. 43-31 is the Pine City lead. They will get the inbound out of the timeout. Not quite sure now what's going to happen. Now there's a discussion. Not quite sure what we're doing. There was a lot of discussion. I don't know. They took a foul away from Kaiser. Well, I don't know. Either way, beautiful pass up the court. Rhea Johnson to Kate Unverzat, and Unverzat drops it in for 2. Well, despite all that, Unverzat just says, you know what, never mind. So, shot clock was a little bit off. So this time the shot clock was off. Last time they somehow took a foul away from Kaiser. She had 3. They now took one away. Again, I'm not quite sure if that's exactly it, but I think that is. Either way, back here in action. And meanwhile, the pass to Williams a little too strong, and Lottie is going to benefit with a steal. Meanwhile, yeah, we're going to get a foul here on May. Gray keeping that ball away from May. And May will get her 4th. And that will be the team's 5th. .45-31, 8:50 to go. It will be Boland to inbound to Klepper. Klepper wanted to go to Boland, now to Gray. Gray back to Klepper. Klepper fake shot, now to Gray. Gray back to Klepper. She wanted to go inside to Gray, but Klepper just going to do it herself. Definitely hit on the arm there. Unverzat with the rebound. Unverzat will get another one. Why not? And Unverzat gives on the far side to Gray. Gray will circle, go inside to Klepper. She lost it for a moment. She'll throw it up, and it's going to miss everything. It will be out of bounds, and it will go back to Aitkin. Aitkin inbound. Right back there to Palm. Palm over on the far side to Hawkins. Yes, that is Hawkins. She'll give it to Kaiser. Kaiser, yep, they're going to get a foul on Pine City. I was going to say, that looked like a foul. And it is. This one will go against Gray, her 2nd, team's 4th. Palm to inbound for Aitkin. And inbound to Hawkins. She'll give right back to Palm, right back to Hawkins, right back to Palm, to Hawkins again. Now to Kaiser. Kaiser will drive, stops, gives it outside now to Munster Tiger. Apparently she draws a foul on the block. And the entire gym does not quite agree. Well, since I didn't see the full play, I have no comment. So I can't tell you if it was good or not, or just my opinion on it anyways. I always like to say that, anytime I say, oh, that's not a good call, or that's a bad call, or that's a missed call, it's only in my opinion. Am I right? I don't know. Oh, and she's going to get 3, apparently. So, first 2 are made there by Haley Munster Tiger. She makes all 3. Meanwhile, Pine City has it back, 45-34. Nice movement of the ball, and Kate Unverzat again drops it in for 2. That time the assist from Paige Gray. Such a good job when they move the ball around like that. But they had the advantage offensively, and that's where I said I think they need to go and get that transition offense working. Now Klepper with the steal, and wide open, and drops it in for 2, the fast break point. 49-34, Mallory Klepper with the most recent drop for 2. Hawkins will give over to Palm. Palm back to Hawkins. She'll try and split the defenders. It is going to be stolen away by Unverzat as, guess who, Mallory Klepper got a hand on it. Bounce pass to Boland, and Boland a little too nonchalant on that one, and Unverzat tried to get the rebound. Boland was there as well. They kind of come together and bump, and that will lead to that ball rolling out of bounds. Yeah, I like the fact that Unverzat went for that one, but I think Boland had good position for the rebound. Munster Tiger back now to Hawkins, and that too long for her. Stolen away by Klepper. Pine City needs to get these turned into points. Lottie, turnaround jumper is blocked there by Callis. Blocked out of bounds, so Pine City will, again, get the ball back. And a quick sub here for Aitkin. They will work in number 12. That's another new young lady. That is Annika Callis. No, that is not a new young lady. I apologize. She has been in the game before. I thought so. Lottie wants to go to Klepper. Instead, we'll go to Unverzant. Unverzant looking, wanting to go to Boland. Now on the far side to Klepper. Klepper to Boland. Boland. She'll shift around. Go now to Unverzant. Near side, Lottie going inside to Klepper. Back outside. Boland from Lottie for 3. It's going to be well off the mark. And go back to Aitkin. Yeah, Pine City has missed some good opportunities here. I think they're just kind of maybe hesitating a little bit on some of these shots. Meanwhile, good movement up the court. Hawkins has it, trying to drive forward. She gets that ball away from Lottie. Now over to Williams. Now to Palm. Palm driving in. Give back outside. And that shot off the mark. Who's going to come down with it? It is Annika Callis. And foul on Vivian Lottie, apparently. Her 4th, team 6th. Johnson will come in for Lottie. 49-34, 6:24 to go in this first half. Inbound will go deep here to Palm. Now, left alone is Williams, and she hits the 3. Again, Pine City, you just can't leave this team wide open like that. I mean, I think it's maybe been one miss when they've been open like that for Aitkin. They just don't miss when they're left alone. Gray's going to put one up. That's going to be off the mark, though, and come down in the hands of Hawkins for the rebound. Oh, here comes the transition offense. Palm with it. She stops, gives in this near side to teammate. No good, and it's rebounded there by Johnson. Boland will bring it up now. Going underneath to Unverzant. Breakout pass. A little too strong that time for Unverzant. And it will be rebounded here by Annika Callis. Stolen back by Unverzant. And now nearly thrown away. Klepper comes up with it. Boland now to Gray. Gray to Klepper. Klepper pulls down. Goes inside to Unverzant. Back out to Boland. Boland over to Johnson. Johnson going to try and drive baseline. Shot is up. Oh, they're going to need a 3-second call on Unverzant. That is tough. Again, she's still only a freshman, ladies and gentlemen, so she's still learning. Inbound here to Palm. Palm was going to go over Boland, but then smartly decided against that. Pass inside is stolen away by Unverzant. Give her another. 8 of them. She can have a double-double in with steals. Gray to Rhea Johnson for 3. Rhea Johnson nails it. 52-37, 5 minutes to go. Good movement, though, here by Aitkin. Their transition offense is starting to get into a rhythm here late in this game. Palm with it, pulls up from just inside three-point range. That is no good. And pulling it down for the rebound is Rhea Johnson. Gives to Boland. Boland looks to Klepper. Klepper to Unverzant. Unverzant. And she'll give it over to Klepper. Klepper to Gray. Gray looking. Wanted to go to Unverzant, but guarded well. So she has to go to Klepper, now to Johnson. Back to Klepper, to Boland. 10 seconds now to shoot. Unverzant from long range. Too strong. And Klepper is going to get that rebound for herself. Give inside to Boland, and it is stolen away by Kaiser. Up the court to Hawkins. Unverzant with the rejection, and she gets it for herself. A block for Unverzant and the steal. Gray to Unverzant. Thought it was going to Klepper, so she wasn't ready for it. Klepper for 3. That's going to be too strong. And that time we're going to get a foul. Yep. So trying to go after it was Unverzant, but she's going to draw the foul. And that is her 3rd. 4:01 to go. And it will be a 1-and-1 now for Aitkin, unfortunately. Judd will check in for Gray and Ganote in for Johnson. And Palm will shoot a 1-and-1 for Aitkin. That's good. Both of them are good by Palm. So Palm makes them both 52-39. Judd has it. Makes the defender look silly. Give on the far side, Klepper. Klepper inside to Unverzat. Unverzat lost it for a moment. Give to Klepper, now to Judd again. Judd will go here to Ganot, trying to get it to Unverzat inside, but that pass goes long, winds up in the hands of Bolin, and then Bolin's pass taken away by Callis. Again, just a not a high percentage pass that time. Palm left alone for 3. No good. Rebound, Klepper. Klepper gives to Bolin, and she'll take it up. Unverzat wide open underneath, and she drops it in for 2. I don't know how you leave her alone like that, but they have left her alone far too often in this game. Palm, pass over to Williams. Williams had that pass tipped, gets back to Palm. Palm, wide open is Kaiser for 2. Yep, well, they tried to double and then triple, and then all of a sudden Kaiser was left alone. Bolin stop to get the defender to just give her a little bit of room. Ganot over to Judd, to Klepper. Wanted 3. He's going to pull it down and try and drive inside. Going to be, I guess, a clean steal for Kaiser. May over to Williams, back to May. May inside to Eva Kaiser, or Callis, rather. Now back out to Callis. May on this near side. Palm inside. That's Kaiser, and she drops it in for 2 again. She's coming up big here late in this half. 54-43. Klepper. She could have split the defenders there. She does. Gets it to no, but she nearly lost it. Whew. Gets it back to Bolin. Maybe too nonchalant on that receive of the pass. This pass over to Klepper. Give now to Ganot, to Unverzat, to Judd. Over to Boland. Now to Judd, to Klepper. Klepper left alone, and that's good from 3. That's another young lady you don't want to leave alone from long range, is Mallory Klepper. Aitkin getting around the double team, give up to Williams. Williams' pass was tipped and stolen away by Unverzat. That's a double-double, ladies and gentlemen, on points and steals. She's closing in on a triple-double with rebounds. Bolin gets by one defender with the pass to Klepper. Now over to Judd. Judd thought about the long 3, pulls it down, give to Bolin. Bolin inside to Ganot. Ganot to Klepper. Klepper through some traffic. She draws the foul. She'll go line to shoot 2. It'll be the 6th team foul on Aitkin. And the foul is on Williams. Her first. And Klepper's first one is good. Don't forget, stay tuned for the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show coming up after this. Ganot and Judd get a break. Lottie and Gray back in. 1:37 to go again. Pine City Pizza Pub post-game coming up after this. That one is good as well. So both of them made by Klepper. 59-43, minute and a half to go. Williams gets it over now to Palm. Palm, a little bit of loose coverage. She gives inside to Eva Callis. Callis back outside to May. May over to Williams. Williams, it's taken away again by Unverzat. Pass up to Gray. Gray stops, and that ball was knocked away, but Unverzat gets it back, gives to Lottie. Now to Bolin, and they're obviously just going to take a ton of time off the clock here. To Lottie. And Lottie will hold on to it and draw the foul, and she'll go to the line, shoot 1-1. This on Williams, and only her second. So in the bonus now is Pine City, and it will be Vivian Lottie to shoot a 1-1. Hit a 3 back in that first half. Actually, that was the opening points for Pine City, so it's been a while for her since getting on the board. That one no good. Unverzat had enough possession of it. Well, excuse me, it was knocked out of bounds by Aitkin. I don't think that will count as a rebound. I wanted to say yes because I wanted to get that triple-double, but I think it was just, I don't think she had enough possession. It was knocked out of bounds, though, by Aitkin. Inbound to Boland. And Boland will have to pick this one up. Guarded well. And timeout called here by Judd. So Coach Judd will call a timeout. 55 seconds to go. Pine City leads 59-43. Back after word from our
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP, 59-43. Pine City leads with 55 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Boland gets fouled. She'll over line to shoot a 1-and-1. This foul on Kaiser, and it's her fourth. Well, again, they took one away. I'm not quite sure from where, but would have been her fourth. Boland good on the first. And good on the second. So Boland good on both. Make it 61-43. And that pass up to May for Aitkin led her a little bit too close to the sideline, and she couldn't reach it, and it will go out of bounds back to Pine City with 50 seconds to go. Boland and Klepper will switch, and Klepper will inbound now. Klepper calls for the team to come back. She'll go up to Gray, and Gray, beautiful move just to get that one. And Kaiser will foul again. Now, again, that should have been her fifth, so if they took one away from her, then it should only be 8 on the scoreboard and not 9. I don't know. I know they have 4 from me. Yeah, I don't know where. Meanwhile, Gray is no good on that. Unverzad, another rebound. Boland keeps that ball away. Give inside to Unverzant. Give to Gray, but it was almost stolen away, but Unverzant got it back somehow, and now Kaiser will get the rebound. Give up to May. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go. Shot from 3, in and out. Vivian Lottie gets the rebound there for Pine City. Up to Boland, and they'll just look to run the rest of this clock out. And they will get the foul on Boland. It's going to be Palm, her fourth. I think. So again, I think now it's 2, but if you take one away from Kaiser, I don't know who would have gotten the other one because they have 10, but if you take the one away from Kaiser, they should only have 9 now. I don't know. I'm trying to work it out with you folks. Either way, Boland makes that one, so it won't matter. And she makes that one. Making them look easy out there, does Brooke Boland. Really good free throw shooter. Williams has it. Pauses at midcourt. 8 seconds to go. Trying to give it there to Palm. It will go out of bounds. Led her too far. 7 seconds, and Pine City inbound, and this one is pretty much sealed. Klepper will inbound to Gray. Over to Lottie. Back to Boland. And that will do it. The Dragons get the victory here over the Aitkin Gobblers, 63-43 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Well, Pine City wins, and they're back to 500. Be sure to stay tuned after a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back with the Pine City Pizza Pub postgame show here on Anthem Country WC.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated?
Back here on WCMP.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service?
Okay, now we're back here on WCMP. Anthem Country. The Dragons get the victory over the Aitkin Gobblers 63-43. And they move back to 500 on the season. The stats real quick, we'll get to those here, as leading the way for the Aitkin Gobblers was Caitlin Palm with 10 points, and then 8 for Eva Callis, Casey Kaiser, and Ada Williams, 5 for Tika May, 3 for Munster Tiger, and 1 for Taya Hawkins. They had 13 steals, 8 of them in the second half, 1 block, and 16 team fouls. Sorry about that. We're trying to work out a player of the game, but 8 steals coming in this second half, and there were more turnovers by Pine City as well. So it's not that Pine City played super clean either, but just had a couple of turnovers here and there, and now I got to try and find my other mic for the young lady who's going to come out and be player of the game. But yeah, it wasn't a clean second half by any stretch of the imagination, but Pine City late in that second half did a really good job to kind of overcome that that slow start and come out and get the victory. So we'll be joined here by our players of the game in just a moment as I get everything set. Here you guys go. And well, first of all, thank you for joining me.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thanks.
We're joined now by Brooke Boland and Mallory Klepper, 2 of the seniors on this squad. First of all, this is your senior year. You've been here now on varsity for a while. What does it mean this year for you two to be back out there with Pine City?
Well, it's our last year with our team, and we just want to make the best of it and have a good senior year.
It's our last year, and it's finally our time to shine and show what leaders that we can be through our coaches' abilities to lead us first. And I think he's done a wonderful job leading us through this time, and now we can lead the younger people, so it's exciting.
Absolutely. You guys got off to a little bit of a slow start here in this game, but once it got going there later in that first half, it was kind of on from there on out. Talk about what was the message at halftime.
Basically, we're doing a really good job at pushing the ball, and we just need to focus on our pace more and just getting it to the middles where there's mismatches where we can use our good tall post. Kate, she stepped up a lot this year. She's doing really good, and then kick it out to the wings for threes and stuff.
He talks a lot about knowing your role, and I feel like this game really showed knowing your role and knowing when you should shoot and when you shouldn't shoot, and knowing I feel like everyone knows if they're out there to be a rebounder, they know what they're doing, they know who they're going to. And I think a lot of people get rebounds. They know they go to the post, they go to the point guard, me, and we kick it to the wing. And I feel like that's where we really thrive. And that's always his message, is to make sure you know your role and get to your spots.
This game was also pretty physical. Does that affect you at all, or does that maybe add fuel to your fire?
It was physical, but boy, will I tell you, last game was physical. So this was kind of like, it was kind of nice, kind of physical. So I think it like adds a little bit of fire because it's fun, but these refs are calling fouls, which is great, but where you kind of used to the physicality of all of it, so it wasn't really that bad.
And also, when there's a bad call made that we think, we get fired up and we want to get the ball back and get the point. Or if we do like a really good play and they call the defense, we're like, we'll get it next time, and it's perfect.
Yeah. Well, there was one time that they said that we stepped over the line on the free throw line. We did not step over the line. They did. And I was like, I'm going to get this rebound. And I don't think I've ever jumped so high in my entire life.
Well, you did a good job getting the rebound, I will say. But now you moved to 2-0 in the conference season. How does that feel here early on?
It's great. We have the goal of getting the conference champions and fighting for that position because we didn't get it last year, but I think we're definitely capable of getting the conference champion, especially with these first 2 conference wins.
I think that we definitely have a lot of girls this year who have stepped up, and we have some younger girls, for example, like Maggie Judd. She came out here. She actually sprained her ankle last game, and she came out here and hit and won 3. Just having a versatile and deep bench like that, I think we can really make a run.
And this is kind of the first year after a couple of years where you didn't have as quite of a deep bench as you have. What is that like for you guys now? Because you get a little bit more rest now every once in a while.
It's really nice, obviously we want to be on the court more, but getting that at least 30-second break is really nice, and we can re-energize, get some water, and get a clear mind and get back out there and keep going.
It's really nice. Last year, if I would have gotten taken out, I'd be like, oh, what did I do wrong? Whereas this year, I'm getting taken out, and I have someone who can take my spot and do it just as well as I can. So it's a really good feeling. And in practice, it's really nice to be able to play against people who are just as good as us and be able to push ourselves at a higher level.
Now you'll come back next week with 2 games, but the first one against Mora, I got to imagine you guys are looking forward to that one.
A lot, really.
And it's Honor and Educator Night, so come out and see us honor people, because people in Pine City are awesome.
Absolutely. Well, good plug there. Thank you so much for that. Well, both of you, thank you so much for joining me, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
That, again, was our players of the game, both Mallory Klepper and Brooke Boland, joining us here. Appreciate both of them for coming up and taking time to do the interview post-game. Yeah, so they are back not only to 500 on the season, but now they're 2-0 in conference play, as we just talked about. And again, they had some really good play here in this second half. You could pick any one of these players, but man, did they each have anyone who was on the court. They may not have gotten a ton of stats. They may not have padded the stat sheet, but man, did they have a integral role on this team getting the win. Mallory Klepper would lead the team with 21. Then it was Unverzat with 12, Boland with 11, 8 for Maggie Judd, 5 for Rhea Johnson, then 3 for Lottie and Retta Ganote. Gray did not get on the stat sheet a lot. Again, she didn't pad the stat sheet by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what she did? She just did a really good job at doing her job. She was where she needed to be at the right times. She made really good passes, and she also had 2 steals on the night. So again, even though she didn't pad the stat sheet per se, man, did she play really well in her role this evening. And again, I guarantee you there will be games where she is getting on the board and she's scoring double digits and getting a bunch of rebounds and assists and steals. But her role tonight was a little bit different, and she did a really good job in that role. Speaking of the other leaders, Unverzat led the team with 8 rebounds, 7 for Brooke Boland. And again, we know Brooke Boland, she wants that ball. She wants the rebound. She wants it all. And then you heard her, she went up for that rebound so high, the highest she's ever jumped apparently for that rebound on the one that we said they didn't go across the line, which Boland let us know they did not. So steals wide, they had 21. 11 of them. 11 of the steals came from Kate Unverzat. Unverzat just had a phenomenal night defending, and she did a really good job of just being where she needed to be, being in the lanes and taking the ball away, and that was really, and they needed that tonight. Then they had 2 blocks, 1 from Unverzat, 1 from Klepper. They had 15 total team fouls, 8 in the first half, 7 here in the second. So, again, a victory here for Pine City, 63-43 over the Aitkin Gobblers. They moved to 2-0 in conference play, and will get to host Mora next week. It's their Educator Night, as Boland said. She gave the nice plug there, so be sure to come on out for that game as they honor the teachers as well. So if you're looking to stay tuned and up to date with what's going on here for local sports. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you'll be notified. All you got to do is click on the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Another way you can stay tuned is our morning show on 100.9 FM with Josh Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. We'll talk scores from the night before or the weekend before, plus games that are coming up, and even some regional and national sports as well. Also, another way to stay tuned is our website. Go to WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will show you all the links for the games that we'll be at during the week. It is subject to change. Also on our website, you'll see articles from games that we've been at from our point of view, plus interviews with coaches and players as well. Yeah, there's another way, and even more ways to stay up to date with local sports. Our Facebook page and our Instagram at WCMP Radio, and then our X or Twitter at Q Media Sports for all things local. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you have to do, flag it, I don't know. Do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with local sports here around our local listening area. So again, that does it, ladies and gentlemen, on the Pine City Pizza Pub post-game show. The Dragons get the victory 63-43 over the Aitkin Gobblers and are 2-0 on the conference season. Be sure tonight, the Grinch is in town. Can you believe it? The Grinch is going to be out the Pizza Pub of Pine City tonight. He'll be there from 5 to 7 p.m., so head on over there, get your picture taken with the Grinch, or you can just head there tomorrow as well. Well, why not both? Go there, meet the Grinch tonight, and then go back tomorrow to watch the game with your favorite pizza and wings only at the Pizza Pub of Pine City. Remember, be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness can make their day. And again, it is our job as people and as followers of Christ to love everybody, love your enemy. And so we need to do that more and more, especially in today's world. There is just so much hate, so much animosity, and just not enough people caring for others. And we need to remember to be kind to everyone. So I've stood on the pulpit long enough, but that is my little soapbox talk for now. That is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. You give me a job to do. Appreciate our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do, and it is because of their sponsorship that we're able to bring you this game for free. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman for WCMP. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your fantastic weekend.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.